Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Crochet for Baby. Thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this baby jacket for a baby between 3 and 6 months. It's super easy to make, ideal for beginners. The only stitches that I used to make this baby jacket are double crochets and front post and back post half double crochets. So they're super easy stitches. I also made the matching baby pants, so stay tuned for this tutorial. If you want to make this baby jacket smaller for a baby between 0 and 3 months, all you have to do is just use a 3mm crochet hook with light number 3 baby yarn. And for a baby between 6 and 9 months, just use a 4.5mm crochet hook, also with light number 3 baby yarn. And if you want to make it a bit bigger, between 9 and 12 months, just use a 5mm crochet hook with medium number 4 yarn. You can also make this baby jacket for girls. Just make sure you make your buttonholes on the right side. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started and thank you for watching. Okay, to begin, I'll be using this 4mm crochet hook, and today I'll be using this baby yarn. For those of you who ask, I'm using super soft baby double knit James C. Brett yarn. I purchased this yarn online. It's a British brand. I love this yarn. It's super soft and the color selection is awesome. If you're in the US, you can use Lion brand Baby Soft. This one here. This is a light number 3 yarn. I'm using in this color light blue to make this baby sweater. Down here in the information box, I'll leave a link to where you can purchase either this yarn or the Lion brand. So I'll leave both links there in the description box. Since lately I've been getting lots of messages about where I purchase my yarn. So most of the time I use Lion brand, which is easily available anywhere here in the US. Okay, so to begin, I have 46 chains. This chain here measures 11 inches, which is about 28 centimeters. To begin, on the third chain from the hook, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to make a half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, close. The 2 chains here at the end now count as 1 half double crochet. Now into the next chain, you're going to do the same thing, 1 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet into the next chain, and so on. For this row, this is all we're going to do. So continue like this, making these half double crochets on each one of these chains. At the end of this row, you should have a total of 45 half double crochets. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this first row and I have a total of 45 half double crochets. Now for the second row, we're going to chain 2 and turn. These 2 chains do not count as a stitch. Now for this row, what we're going to do is we're going to make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and into the fourth 2 double crochets together. This is going to be our repeat sequence. So let me show you. On top of the first half double crochet, make a double crochet. On top of the next, make a double crochet, that's 2. On top of the next, a double crochet, that's 3. And on top of the next one, make 2 double crochets into the same stitch, 1 and 2. And here's our repeat sequence. So let me show you again. We're going to make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and into the next we're going to make 2 double crochets into the same stitch, and this is your repeat sequence. So continue like this, making 3 double crochets and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch, make 3 double crochets and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Continue like this. You're going to finish this row with 4 double crochets here at the end. At the end of this row, you're going to have a total of 54 double crochets. I'll meet you here at the end to show you how we're going to finish this second row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this second row. I finished my last repeat sequence, so now I have these 4 half double crochets left. So we're going to finish with 4 double crochets here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, at the end of every row, we're always going to finish with these 4 double crochets. Now, at the end of this second row, I have a total of 54 double crochets. Now, for the third row, we're going to chain 2 and turn. These 2 chains do not count as a stitch. Now, for this third row, what we're going to do is we're going to make 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next stitch, 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So beginning on top of the first double crochet, make a double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next stitch, 2 double crochets into the same stitch. And here's the repeat sequence to this third row. You're going to make 4 double crochets and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So let me show you again. Double crochet, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Okay, and here's your repeat sequence again. So continue like this, making 4 double crochets and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Make 4 double crochets and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Continue like this. At the end of this row, you're going to be left with the same 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll meet you here at the end to show you how we're going to finish this third row. At the end of this third row, you should have a total of 64 double crochets. Okay, I'm here at the end of this third row. I finished making my last repeat sequence and I have these last 4 double crochets. So we're going to finish this row with these last 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and this is how we finish this third row, and I have a total of 64 double crochets. Now for the fourth row, we're going to chain 2 and turn. These 2 chains do not count as a double crochet. Now for this row, we're going to make 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So beginning into this first double crochet, we're going to make a double crochet, that's 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Okay, and here's our first repeat sequence. So again, we're going to make 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch. This is all we're going to do for this fourth row. Just make 5 double crochets and into the next 2 double crochets together. Make 5 double crochets and into the next 2 double crochets together all the way to the end. At the end, you're going to finish with 4 double crochets and a total of 74 double crochets. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this fourth row. I still have these last 4 double crochets to finish this row, so I'm just going to work a double crochet here on each one of these 4 double crochets. So that's 3 and 4. And this is how we finish this fourth row with a total of 74 double crochets. Now for the fifth row, we're going to chain 2 and turn. In this row, we're going to make 6 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into the next double crochet, we're going to make 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So let me show you. 1 double crochet on top of the first double crochet, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into the next 2 double crochets together, 1 and 2. Okay, so your repeat sequence again is going to be of making 6 double crochets and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So let me show you again. So double crochet, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch, 1 and 2. So continue like this. At the end of this 5th row, you should have a total of 84 double crochets. So I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 5th row. I finished this row by making my last 4 double crochets here at the end, and I have a total of 84 double crochets. Now for the 6th row, we're going to chain 2 and turn. The 2 chains do not count as a stitch. So in this row, now we're going to make 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into the next 2 double crochets. So let me show you. On top of the first double crochet, make a double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double crochets, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch, 1 and 2. And this is your repeat sequence. So you're going to continue in the same way. You're going to make 7 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into the next 2 double crochets together until you come here to the very end. At the end of this row, you should have a total of 94 double crochets. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 6th row. I finished this row by making my last 4 double crochets here at the end, and I have a total of 94 double crochets. Now for the 7th row, we're going to chain 2 and turn. The 2 chains do not count as a stitch. Now for this row, we're going to make 8 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and into the next double crochet, we're going to make 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So let me show you. On top of the first double crochet, make a double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 double crochets, and into the next make 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Okay, so this is going to be your repeat sequence of making 8 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Continue like this all the way to the end. At the end of this 7th row, you should have a total of 104 double crochets. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 7th row. I have a total of 104 double crochets. Now for the 8th row, we're going to chain 2 and turn. The 2 chains do not count as a stitch. Now for this row, we're going to make 9 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and into the next 2 double crochets together. So let me show you. On top of the first double crochet, make a double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 double crochets, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch. This is all we're going to do. This is our repeat sequence. You're just going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same stitch all the way to the end. At the end of this 8th row, you should have a total of 114 double crochets. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 8th row. I've already cut my yarn in this row because this is the last row that I'm going to do with this color. Now, I have a total of 114 double crochets and our yoke is done. Now, in the next row, we're going to divide our sleeves. So let me tell you how we're going to divide our sleeves. From here to here, I have a total of 15 double crochets. Between this stitch marker and the next stitch marker, I have 27 double crochets. For the back here, I have 30 double crochets, and then again 27 double crochets for the other sleeve. And then for this front panel, I have 17 double crochets. Now we're going to start counting rows. So for this first row, we're going to do the following. I've already cut my yarn, as I mentioned, and this last double crochet that I did for the 8th row here, I'm not going to close it with the same color, but instead I'm going to grab this white color here and close the double crochet here at the end with the color white. Now if you're not changing colors, you don't need to do this. You're just going to chain 2 and turn. Okay, so here I'm going to chain 2 and turn. Now here I'm going to make 15 double crochets. The 2 chains do not count as a stitch. So on top of this first double crochet, I'm going to make a double crochet. That's 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
and 15 double crochets. Okay, so now I'm going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip these 27 double crochets, and into the 28th double crochet, which is this one here after the stitch marker, I'm going to make a double crochet. And now here, this is the back where we're going to do a total of 30 double crochets. So make your 30 double crochets. I'll meet you here on this other side after we're done with the 30 double crochets to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I made my 30 double crochets. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 4, skip these 27 double crochets, and into the 28th double crochet, which is this one here after the stitch marker, I'm going to make a double crochet. Okay, and now here I'm just going to continue and finish these last 15 double crochets. So I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making these last 15 double crochets. So this is how we finished the first row. We have a total of 60 double crochets. We have 15 on this side, 15 on this side, and then 30 for the back. So now for the second row, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, turn. These 2 chains do not count as a stitch. Now here we're going to make these 30 double crochets. So beginning on top of the first double crochet, we're going to make a double crochet on top of the next, and so on. Continue like this until you have your 15 double crochets. I'll meet you here to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making these 15 double crochets. Now what we're going to do here is we have these 4 chains. Into the first chain, this one here, we're going to make 1 double crochet. Into the second chain, we're going to make 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Into the third chain, same thing, 2 double crochets. 1, 2, and into the fourth chain, 1 double crochet. And now here, this is what we've done. Into the first chain, we did 1 double crochet, into the second, 2 double crochets, into the third, 2 double crochets, and into the fourth, 1 double crochet. You're going to do the exact same thing we did here on the other side. And now here, I'm just going to continue along and finish this part here. This is 30 double crochets, and then when you come here underneath the other sleeve, you're going to do the same thing. Into the first chain, you're going to make 1 double crochet, into the second chain, 2 double crochets, into the third chain, 2 double crochets, and into the fourth chain, 1 double crochet, and then continue along and finish this row. I'll meet you here at the end of this second row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this second row, and I have a total of 72 double crochets. Now for the third row, we're going to chain 2 and turn. These 2 chains do not count as a stitch. Now here we're going to work these 15 double crochets. So beginning here on top of the first double crochet, I'm going to make a double crochet on top of the next, and so on until I have a total of 15 double crochets. Continue like this. I'll meet you here to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making these 15 double crochets, and now we have these next 6 double crochets. 2, 4, 6. On top of the first double crochet here, we're going to make 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Then we're going to make these next 4 double crochets, so 1 double crochet on each. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into this last 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Okay, and this is how we're going to work these 6 double crochets that are right here underneath this leaf. And now I'm just going to continue along, just making these double crochets along the back. When you come here to the next 6 double crochets, you're going to do the same thing. 2 double crochets on top of the first one, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, and 2 double crochets into this last one. And then continue along and finish here. I'll meet you here at the end of this 3rd row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 3rd row. I have a total of 76 double crochets. Now for the 4th row, we're going to chain 2 and turn. In this 4th row through row 14, you're going to do the same thing. On top of the first double crochet, you're going to make a double crochet. On top of the next double crochet, a double crochet, and so on. This is all you're going to do, just 1 double crochet on top of each one of these double crochets. And remember, at the end of every row, you're going to have 88 double crochets. Don't forget that these 2 chains here at the beginning do not count as a stitch. So continue like this. I'm not sure if I'm going to do 14 rows, but if it's more or less, I'll let you know here how many rows I'm going to do. So I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of the 14th row. So in total, I did 14 rows in this color white. So now it's measuring from the top of the neckline here to the bottom. So far, it's measuring 9.5 inches, which is about 24 centimeters. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make half double crochets all around this part here. And then we're going to work the front. So to do that, here's where I finished my last double crochet of this 14th row. So now I'm going to turn this over like this. Okay, so I'm going to insert my hook here like this. This row here, we're going to work it from the inside out, since this is the right side. You see where this line is? That's the right side. So I have this loop here in this color blue, so I'm going to bring it through the front, and I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. Okay. Now on the 2nd double crochet, we're going to work a front post half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook through the back, pull a loop, close. Now the next double crochet, we're going to make a back post half double crochet. All of these are going to be half double crochets. The next one, front post half double crochet. Next one, back post half double crochet. This is all we're going to do all the way to the other end right here. So continue like this, alternating between a front post and a back post half double crochet. Now I've had a couple people message me about how it's hard for them to do this stitch here. If you prefer, you can do single crochets. So chain 1 and then do a single crochet on each one of these double crochets for a total of maybe 4 rows if that's easier. Okay, but continue like this. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this first row of front post and back post half double crochets. To finish here at the end, I have this last double crochet. On top of the double crochet, not the 2 chains here, but on top of the double crochet, I'm going to make a half double crochet. And this is how I end this row. Now we're going to do a total of 4 rows. So for rows 2 through 4, you're going to chain 2 and turn. Now these stitches, you're going to work them in the same way that they are. So this second one here is a front post half double crochet, so we're going to make a front post half double crochet. The next one is a back post half double crochet, so we make a back post half double crochet. Next one, front post. Next one, back post. So continue like this for 3 more rows. I'll meet you at the end of the 4th row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of the 4th row, so I did a total of 4 rows for this part here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to work the same thing here along the sides. So to do that, here at the end, I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to make a half double crochet here inside this last half double crochet, so like this. Then I'm going to work a half double crochet into the next stitch here. These are the 2 chains. Half double crochet into the next stitch, half double crochet here where we have the 2 chains, and then now we're here where we have the double crochet. So in there I'm going to make 2 half double crochets. 1, 2. Okay, so I've done so far, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 half double crochets. Okay, so now we have these chain 2s at the end. So there I'm going to make 1 half double crochet. Then we have the double crochet. We're going to make 2 half double crochets. We have the 2 chains, so make 1 half double crochet, then 2 half double crochets, and continue like this until you come here to the very top. I will meet you here to show you what we need to do next, and this is what it should look like. Okay, I'm here at the top. Up to here I have 36 half double crochets, and this is the first row of double crochets. Now the next row is the half double crochet row, so we're going to make a half double crochet, and then we have the chain up here, so I'm going to pinch the chain and make a half double crochet here at the end. So in total I have 38 half double crochets. Now for the second row we're going to chain 1 and turn. Now in this row what we're going to do is this first half double crochet I'm going to make a front post half double crochet. And again, if you have a hard time making these front post and back post half double crochets, you can just do single crochets or half double crochets, 1 or 2 rows, depending how wide you want this part here. Okay, but for the most part, we're going to continue. So the next one is going to be a back post half double crochet. Next one, front post half double crochet, back post half double crochet, front post half double crochet. Continue like this, alternating between a front post and a back post half double crochet until you come here to the end. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this second row. To finish this row, I'm just going to insert my hook here where I have these 2 chains at the end and make a half double crochet. Now we're going to make 1 more row, so chain 1 and turn. Now these stitches that we just did, we're going to work them in the same way. So this first one that's here, this is a back post half double crochet, so we're going to make a back post half double crochet. The next one, front post half double crochet. Next one, back post. So continue like this. I'll meet you here at the top to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the top. To finish this third row, I'm just going to pinch here where I have this chain and make a half double crochet here at the very end. I've cut my yarn for this side, so I'm just going to pass now this yarn through this last loop, and this part here is done. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing here on this other side. So we're going to start here at the top. So here what I'm going to do is I have this loop ready in the same color, and I'm just going to insert my hook here, right there. Grab this loop, bring it through the front, and chain 1. Okay. This chain here, I'm going to pull so that it closes a bit. I don't want it to show too much. And then to that same stitch here where I just inserted my hook, I'm going to make a half double crochet. So like this. Okay, and now we're going to make a half double crochet into this row of half double crochets. So make a half double crochet here, and then we have the first row of double crochets. So here at the end we have a chain 2, so we're going to make 1 half double crochet. Then we have a double crochet, so this is where we make 2 double crochets, and then again chain 2, so 1 half double crochet, and then 2 half double crochets. Continue like this, alternating between a half double crochet and 2 half double crochets along the side. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm almost done with this first row. Up to here I have 33 half double crochets. I'm going to insert my hook into this space here, and that's 34, 35, 36, and 37 half double crochets. And to finish, I'm going to pinch this chain here and make a half double crochet here at the end. And I have 38 half double crochets, and this is how I finish this first row. Now for the second row, we're going to chain 2 and turn. in this row we're going to work front post and back post half double crochets. So beginning into the second half double crochet, I'm going to make a front post half double crochet, the next one back post half double crochet, next one front post half double crochet. Continue like this, alternating between a front post and a back post half double crochet all the way to the top. I'll meet you here to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the top. I made a half double crochet up here where we have this chain one space. Now for the third row, this is where we're going to make our buttonholes. So what I did was I put a stitch marker right here into that second half double crochet, and then I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 half double crochets, and into the 10th half double crochet I put another stitch marker, and I did the same thing for the rest. So I'm only going to make 4 buttonholes. If you want to put more, you can do that. I'm going to only leave 9 stitches in between. You can do 7 so that you have more. It's up to you. Okay, so now to make this row of buttonholes, here I'm going to chain 2 and I'm going to turn. Okay, so since this next half double crochet is actually going to be my buttonhole, I'm going to skip this half double crochet, and into the next I'm going to work a half double crochet. So from here to here I have 9. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm going to chain 1, skip this next half double crochet, and into the next half double crochet make your back post half double crochet. The next one front post half double crochet, and I'm going to continue like this until I come to the next stitch marker. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Chain 1, skip this next half double crochet, and into the next make a back post half double crochet, and I'm going to continue like this until I come to the next. So continue like this. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end. I finished this row here by making a half double crochet here into this last chain here. I just pinched that second chain and made a half double crochet. Now for the last row, we're going to chain 2 and turn. These front post and back post half double crochets, we're going to work them in the same way. So this first one here is a front post, so I'm going to make a front post half double crochet. The next one is a back post, front post half double crochet, back post half double crochet, front post half double crochet. And now we have our first buttonhole. So this is how you're going to work each one of these buttonholes. All you're going to do is inside this chain 1 space, you're going to make a half double crochet, and then just continue along in the same way. So front post half double crochet, back post half double crochet. Continue like this. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the top. I finished making this last row, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so now we're going to make one more row here around the neckline. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to insert my hook here where I did this last half double crochet and make a half double crochet. Between the next stitch right here in this space, I'm going to make a half double crochet. That's 2, a half double crochet between the next space. That's 3. This next stitch that's here, I'm going to work this into a back post half double crochet. The next one, a front post half double crochet. Next one, back post half double crochet. next one front post. And this is how I'm going to continue all around the neckline, just making these front post and back post half double crochets. If you prefer to just make half double crochets between each half double crochet, you can do that. Just go in between each stitch and make half double crochets. But I'm just going to work these like this, front post and back post half double crochets. Continue like this around the neckline. I'll meet you here at the end to show you how we're going to finish this part here. Okay, I'm here at the other end of the collar. I did my last back post half double crochet, and then I have these 3 spaces here that are part of the 3 rows that we did. So into the first space, I'm going to make a half double crochet into the next stitch, and a half double crochet here at the end. Okay, and this is how we're going to work this part here. Now we're going to continue along and make and do the same thing we did here on this other side. Okay, which is just front post and back post half double crochets, because on this side we only did 3 rows, this side we did 4, so we still have to make this last row here. To do that, I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to insert my hook here right there where I just did this last half double crochet and make a half double crochet. And then into this next stitch right there, I'm going to insert my hook and make a half double crochet. And now here, from here on, I'm going to continue with the same sequence. This is a front post half double crochet, so I'm going to make this into a front post half double crochet. The next one is a back post half double crochet, front post half double crochet, back post half double crochet, front post half double crochet, back post half double crochet. And this is how we're going to continue and work this side here. And this is what it looks like on the front side. Okay, continue along this way until you come here to the end. I'll meet you here to show you how we're going to finish this part here, and then we're going to start on one of the sleeves. Okay, I'm here at the other end. I did my last front post half double crochet. Now to finish, I'm just going to pinch this chain here and make a half double crochet here at the end. I've already cut my yarn, so I'm just going to pass my yarn through this last loop, and this part here is done, and this is what it looks like right there. Okay, so now we're going to make one of the sleeves, so I'll come back and show you that next. Okay, so now what we're going to do is one of the sleeves. So we're going to start here. So right in the middle, I have this loop ready. So we have 7 double crochets here. So I'm just going to eyeball this. So right around the middle, right there, I'm going to grab this loop, bring it through the front, and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to turn this, because this next row, or this first row, we're going to work this row from the inside out. So here what we're going to do is we're going to work a stitch reduction. Actually, I think we're going to do 2. So I'm going to insert my hook into this next stitch. I'm going to skip 1, 2, and into this space here. Insert your hook, take 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook here into this little hole that you see right there, insert your hook there, take 2 loops off, 3 loops on the hook, close. And here's our first stitch reduction, which counts as 1 double crochet. Now I'm going to make 1 more, so insert your hook here into this space, grab a loop, take 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook here into this gap there, or this hole, take 2 loops off, 3 loops, close. And here's our second stitch reduction. So now these 2 stitch reduction, each one of them counts as 1 double crochet. So the same thing for the 3 chains. So we have 3 double crochets here so far. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm just going to start making double crochets all around, beginning into this next double crochet. So I'm just going to now continue all around making double crochets on each one of these double crochets. So continue like this. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at this other end. Up to here I have 33 double crochets. I'm counting the 3 chains as a double crochet plus these 2 stitch reductions. So if I count these 3 plus these others that we have around the sleeve, I have 31 double crochets up to here. Now I'm going to work 2 more stitch reductions, which count as 2 double crochets. So to do that, I'm going to yarn over, insert your hook here into this double crochet that you see it's right across, take 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook into this little gap here, take 2 loops off, 3 loops, close. And here's the first stitch reduction. We're going to make 1 more. Insert your hook here into this space between this double crochet and the next, take 2 loops off, yarn over, and then now here we have these 3 double crochets. So I'm going to skip 2, and right here, right in the middle, grab a loop, take 2 loops off, 3 loops on the hook, close. And here's my last 2 double crochets. Okay, now to finish, I'm just going to pinch this 3rd chain here and make a slip stitch. And this is how we finish this first row with a total of 32 double crochets all around, plus the 3 chains, we have 33 double crochets. Now for the second row, we're going to chain 3 and turn. Here we're going to work a stitch reduction again, so yarn over, insert your hook on top of the first stitch reduction, take 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook on top of the next stitch reduction, take 2 loops off, 3 loops, close. And now I'm just going to continue around the sleeve, just making these double crochets all around. Continue like this. I'll meet you here at the end to show you how we're going to finish this second row. Okay, I'm here at the end of the second row. Up to here I have 29 double crochets, and I still have these 2. I'm going to work a stitch reduction, so yarn over, insert your hook, grab a loop, yarn over, insert your hook on top of the next, take 2 loops off, 3 loops, close. Now to finish, I'm just going to pinch this chain up here and make a slip stitch. And this is how we finish this second row with a total of 30 double crochets plus the 3 chains. Now for the third row, we're going to chain 3 and turn. Now in this row, we're going to work again a stitch reduction. So on top of the first stitch reduction here, I'm going to yarn over, insert your hook here, take 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook into the next, take 2 loops off, 3 loops, close. And now just continue around the sleeve, just making 1 double crochet on each double crochet of the previous row all around. I'll meet you here at the end to show you how we're going to finish this third row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this third row. Up to here I have 29 double crochets. Now to finish, I'm just going to join here to the beginning. I'm going to pinch that 3rd chain and make a slip stitch. And this is how I finish the third row with a total of 29 double crochets plus the 3 chains here at the beginning. Now for this row and all the rows that follow up to row 12, we're going to make 3 chains and turn. For every row you're going to turn, and on each one of these double crochets you're going to make a double crochet, just like this. We're not going to make any more stitch reductions, so you're always going to have the same number of stitches, which is 29 double crochets plus the 3 chains. So continue like this all around. Once you're done, you're going to join here in the same way I just finished the third row. You're going to join here and make a slip stitch, chain 3 and turn, and then continue along for the next couple rows until you have a total of 12 rows. I'll meet you at the end of the 12th row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of the 13th row, and it's measuring. The sleeve is measuring. This is where we started, so right there it measures, let's see, it measures 15 centimeters, which is about 6 inches. Okay, so now like I said, I did 13 rows instead of the 12 that I told you. This is where we started: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Okay, so I did 13 rows. So I'm here at the end of the 13th row, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to join here to the beginning where I have the 3 chains with a slip stitch, and this is how I finish this 13th row, and again with a total of 29 double crochets plus the 3 chains. Now for the next 2 rows, this is what we're going to do. We're going to chain 1, and here we're going to turn. We're going to work front post and back post half double crochet. So beginning here, this first double crochet, I'm going to make a front post half double crochet, The next one, a back post half double crochet, front post half double crochet, back post half double crochet. This is all I'm going to do all around, so continue like this. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 14th row. This is the first row of front post and back post half double crochets. To finish, I'm just going to insert my hook here where I did this chain and make a slip stitch. Now for the next row, row 15, we're going to chain 1, and these stitches we just did, we're going to work them in the same way. So this first one is a front post half double crochet, so we're going to make a front post half double crochet. The next one, a back post half double crochet, front post half double crochet, back post half double crochet. This is all we're going to do all around, so continue like this. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making this last row, row number 15. We only did 2 rows, and here all I did was join to the beginning where I had that chain on the side and made a slip stitch and then passed my yarn through that last loop, and this part here is done, and this is what it looks like. Okay, the sleeve. Now you're going to do the exact same thing we did on this side, you're going to do on this other side. I've already done this side, so this is what it looks like once it's done. Okay, so here's our finished baby cardigan. This is what it looks like. I think it turned out beautiful. Here's the front part, here's the neckline, and there it is. I'm also going to make the baby pants, baby booties, and the baby hats, so stay tuned for all of those tutorials that are going to be part of this baby set. Okay, so I hope you liked this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.